What is up guys, JayFerGaming here, welcome back to my Lewis Hamilton challenge. This is round 3 and if you've missed the previous 2 races then you've got to catch up. They were absolutely brilliant. Some great racing so far and I hope you guys are enjoying this series. First of all, I'd like to say there won't be a video for about 8-9 days as I do go on holiday tomorrow. But you can go and check out some of my other videos if you like. So on to this weekend, well, obviously I'm at the back of the grid if you've been following the rules for this series. And we'll be starting every race as Lewis Hamilton from dead last. And Nico Rosberg actually got pole position, so that's probably worst case scenario, Rosberg first, me last. But looks like the Lotuses are in the top 10, my team from last season. So I suppose it's good to see them have a little improvement, and then it's Raikkonen, Vettel and then Nico Rosberg at the front. In terms of strategy, well, I think it's going to be a standard 2-stop. We're on the grid now and away we go. I've started upshifting very early on the grid. That seems to work in terms of wheel spin. And I've dispatched of one manner, trying to fly up the inside of Merry. We're getting so close there. And the AI seemed to be pretty dumb in the first corner in China, just leaving a huge gap on the inside. I've got Button there. I think he's just on my left hand side. No, I've just got past him, so up into 17th. It seems to be the same thing every race. Get rid of the Manners, then the McLarens, but we're going to have to go for a lunge down here. It's essential. We've got Alonso, Ericsson, Hulkenberg. What's the AI doing? And we've cut across Hulkenberg. I think we forced him off the track there, but it had to be done. You've got to make up positions very quickly in this Lewis Hamilton challenge, and up into 14th. And look at that grip compared to Perez ahead. We gained quite a bit of time there, though we did understeer wide there. But yeah, up into 14th, been a pretty good start. And are we going to get a decent run here? We were oversteering quite a bit there. Possible lunge coming up? There usually is with me, especially against the AI. But I think this is where we're going to have a huge advantage on the DRS straight, the longest straight in F1, Mercedes power unit in the setup I'm using. Better slipstream as well. There's no doubt I'm getting past here. Though, yeah, it's not as easy as you'd expect, but still, up into 13th. As long as I don't outbrake myself into the hairpin, it's very tricky. Oh, I thought I was going to go into the back of NASA there, but the brakes obviously kicked in. Up into 13th. After one lap, so not a bad start. This is on board with Mary, just showing how close we did get and how I just negotiated my way up the field. On board with Button here, just shows me lining myself up to try and get past Alonso. But the dive into turn 3 here, this is on board with Hulkenberg. You can just see I come out of absolute nowhere. Nearly take him out. Luckily Hulkenberg was paying attention. And this is the aerial camera. You can see the AI just follow each other, go incredibly slow. That's pretty dumb because obviously in real life you'd see cars on the inside and protecting the inside as well, so that was pretty dumb. And at this point it was off to chase after Perez, but now onto lap 2. I seem to oversteer quite a bit there after the very tricky first 2 corners, but here we go, dive bomb again. We're going to get NASA up the inside. It's quite tricky making the dive bomb move there and trying to avoid the car ahead. You've got to time it precisely, and just look how much grip I have compared to the Toro Rosso ahead. That is the advantage the Mercedes has. Just look how close. If I anticipated how slow Verstappen was there, I could have probably gone round the outside and then into the inside for the next corner, but we're getting a decent run here. I think we're going to go for a move, of course. Up the inside. There, I don't really fight it. I think they accept that the Mercedes is miles faster than their car. So I expect when I get into the top 7 to have much more of a battle. But you can see on the minimap, Rosberg after 2 laps is nearly, I think, over half the straight ahead of me. So we've got a lot of time to make up. Going for the overtake on my former car, Maldonado, locking up as well. Oh, sometimes I just think I'm going to smash into the car ahead. But here we go. After the chicane again, the AI don't tend to get a great run. I get oversteer, but I correct it. And don't seem to lose much time up the inside of Sainz, but looks like he's fighting back around the outside, side by side here. Let's see what happens into this fast left-hander. Yeah, he backs out because he doesn't have the grip of the Mercedes, and up into 9th already. This has been a very successful start. Closing in on Kvyat in the Red Bull. Thought about a move there, but probably a little bit too risky. You can see I have to slow down because the AI are pretty slow at some points of the track, and this is on Legend AI, so I'm very surprised how easy it is to overtake some of these cars, especially Kvyat in a Red Bull. You'd expect them to have some pace, especially in Sector 2 and the fast corners, but up into 8. Do we get DRS here? Well, we're not going to see, but up the inside of Sainz, it's good to see them fight back at least. I think the tyres have gone off in this replay. Yeah, I must apologise for the replay cameras. There's quite a few glitches in this video. The tyres are off to the left, so it looks like I'm driving with the tyres pointing completely in the wrong direction. But here we go. Just shows how much grip I've got compared to Grosjean. And that was my car in Season 1, so the improvement between this car and the Lotus car is just huge. And up into 7th, I think that's all the easier cars out the way. I say it most races. It's the top 6 that's going to be the challenge. And how far back are we? Well, on lap 8, as I'm coming into the pits, Rosberg's also in the pits. What's the gap? It's hard to judge at this point, but 12 seconds, maybe something like that. It's just a random guess, but it's not too bad. We'll come into the box, put on another set of the option tyres. But yeah, what are the team doing? The team seemed to take so long in the Mercedes team. I don't know why that is. Is it because I'm pitting on the same lap as Rosberg? I don't know, but you can see Massa here has come out the pits. He has no grip at all. He's really struggling to get his tyres up to temperature. The AI seem to in general, so I've got to take advantage of that. Up the inside of Massa, locking up because my tyres aren't up to temperature either, but we get the move done, and up into 6th. We're not far behind Sebastian Vettel as well. Wonder why he's in 5th place. Must have been some double stacking or something, but Vettel did overtake Ricciardo. He does have better pace on the DRS straight, but this was my opportunity to catch up to Ricciardo with DRS. Faster car, he doesn't have the best straight line speed. I'm not sure if he's saving fuel, but I've set the fastest lap of the race, and I'm now up into 5th place. And I think we've got a realistic chance of a podium here. And I think that's what we've got to aim for. Just be consistent, aim for a podium every race. Rosberg's going to have a bad race once in a while, like he did in Malaysia. I think he finished in 5th place there from what I remember. But finally on lap 16, me and Vettel had even pace for most of that stint, but I finally caught up with DRS. We're really far back, but I just thought, yeah, let's go up the inside. Let's make a late lunge, even though we lock up. We force him wide, but I think we get the position here. There we go, up into 4th place. But yeah, the pace of me, Vettel and Bottas was very even. We've totally gone off the track there. But I think we maintained the position. Yeah, we're alright for now, but we're coming into the pits. At the end of this lap, if I'm not mistaken, the tyres aren't feeling the best at this point, and we need to go into the primes as well. So coming into the pits here, I think we're all pitting at the same time by the looks of things. Bottas is in, I am in, and if we look behind us, is Vettel coming in? I think he is. Yes, he is. He did lose a bit of time on that lap as well. But now let's go into the prime tyres. Let's see if the guys can give us a faster pit stop. No, the reaction times are so slow, and it's a 3.9 stop. Not the greatest. Not the greatest at all, but Bottas is going to struggle warming up his tyres, but it took till the final sector of the lap for me to catch up. Bottas is struggling. He's locking up there. He's definitely feeling the pressure. This happened to him in Australia, turn 1. He locked up and I had an easy overtake. And I'm going to guess this is going to be an easy overtake with a bit of DRS. We're closing in just with the slipstream. DRS. And we are up into the podium positions. It's taken 18 laps, but we finally got there. So braking for the hairpin, we just missed the apex, but nothing major. And we've made contact. Bottas has spun us around. No doubt, surely he's got a penalty for that. He just clipped me round. And I've lost time. That's a horrendous cut of the final corner. Now we're under pressure from the Ferrari. This has been a disaster. The last few seconds in this race, Vettel's on the attack with DRS. He's going around the outside. Can't really outbrake him into turn 1. And Vettel's up to 4th. I'm down to 5th. Oh, I was close there to hitting the back of Vettel. Eager to make up for the mistake of Bottas. You'll see here in the replay. some retarded tyres. But apart from that, I've got the move done. I got slightly wide, and yeah, he just clips me round. That's totally unacceptable. You should have slowed down and not gone into me. Let's have a look on board with Bottas. Yeah, it's only the slightest of touches, and I nearly go flying into the wall, but I caught back up to Vettel, DRS, Rich Mix. Let's see if we can get back into 4th place. Closing in. We've got a lot of speed here. Up the inside. Yeah, the AI seem to outbrake me most times. Going into the hairpin. Vettel doesn't do the same thing as Bottas. We've gained a position now to get Bottas back. And it took quite a few laps to get into the DRS zone. I don't even think we're into it yet on lap 22. No, because it's Vettel behind us who's on the attack. We're both trying to close in on Bottas, but us two battling could lose us time. And if we keep battling, then we're not going to catch up to Bottas. So Vettel outbreaks me, but I defend on the inside perfectly, so he's got nowhere to go and defend my position. But finally, lap 24, as the clouds roll in, could there be some rain? I do catch up to Bottas. We're going to go for DRS move here. I'm not sure if Vettel's got DRS on us as well, because if he does, it's going to make things very exciting. Up the inside of Bottas. Hopefully he doesn't take us out again. So I've got to be wary of that. We go slightly wide. It's similar to before. Bit of oversteer, but no contact. And Vettel is right on the back of Bottas. We've got an awesome 3-way battle for the final podium space. Because Raikkonen and Rosberg are just way too far ahead for us. Yeah, 10.5 seconds ahead. Both cars behind have DRS, but they're not going to close up enough right now. But on lap 25, still in the DRS zone, there is Bottas, and he's got Vettel all over him. The battle's going to continue right now. He's closing. We've got to defend, because he's going to catch up to us by the end of the straight. He does. Outbreaks us, hitting the apex. It's all good. Hopefully no contact. And yeah, defending once again. The pressure is really on. We really do have similar pace, but it's the DRS. That was another horrendous final corner. That's a corner I struggle with so much. Gear 3 or Gear 4? Well, Bottas is going round the outside. Is he? I think he's going to get it done. We're so close. So close. What a race this has been. We're trying to defend. He's still on the inside. We can't turn in on him. And yeah, it's very tricky to get on the power here. We're going to lose momentum, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oversteer as well. Vettel's going to be all over us. Oh, the pressure is on. Screw it. I'm going for a dive bomb. Up the inside, we're all locked up. But somehow we hit the apex there. That's unbelievable. And Vettel's got himself up into 4th as well. That was a fantastic sequence of corners. Great battles between the 3 of us. And 3 different cars as well, which is also pretty awesome to see. So, we'll look at that again. Both cars behind get DRS. I defend. They both go to the outside. Bottas outbreaks me, but actually Vettel looks to get past Bottas. That's how Bottas made contact with me, but in this instance Vettel pulled out of it. So yeah, there's that horrendous final corner. Totally cut that. Now they've got the momentum. Got to go defensive again, and then Vettel just gets ahead of me, Bottas even, and we're side by side into the first corner. That is very tricky to do. You can see once again how close we get, and on board with Vettel. The battle is heating up ahead. Bottas has the inside line, and I lose momentum here. I don't get a great run at all. Get a bit of oversteer as well, which means Vettel has a chance at me, and you'd think I'd be the one under pressure, but I just go for the banzai move up the inside of Bottas, and somehow I got it stuck and up into 3rd. I was very surprised that move worked. And on board with Vettel, you see the move, no locking up. Good move, and Vettel follows me through. Actually, if he got a slightly better run, he could have taken 3rd. But lap 26, just trying to defend my podium place. Oh, a lot of work, just for 15 points. We're going to lose points on Raikkonen and Vettel, and Rosberg even, but Vettel's closing in. He's closing in. DRS, he's going to... He actually doesn't outbrake me into the final corner for once. The hairpin even, and we've got a bit of oversteer. The 2 behind have crashed. They've both crashed and gone into the wall. What the hell happened there? The pressure is off me. A podium is now guaranteed. But we've got a few replays to look at. What happened there? You don't see the AI doing things like that too often. So, defending from Vettel. Let's have a look at Bottas here. He does the same thing to Vettel, what he did to me. No way. No way. Let's see on board with Vettel. Yeah, just ignore me for now. Yeah, I did get a bit of oversteer, which... yeah. That's not great driving from Bottas, I must admit. And Vettel's going to go straight in... yeah, he's going to go straight into the other wall. And I think Ricciardo comes past here. I think it's programmed that the AI have to stop when a car's coming past. And this is on board with Bottas. Let's have a look. Yeah, he just gives... yeah, he gives Vettel a nudge and then just keeps on accelerating. And you know what? Vettel got a penalty for that. Unbelievable. How Vettel got a penalty for that, I will never know. But I don't really care right now. Coming to the final corner. Look at me cock this up. Lucky I wasn't under any pressure, but we come to the line. From the back once again, it's another podium. 3 podiums in a row. And this season is working out quite well so far. A first and 2 thirds. And there's the podium. Rosberg takes the win. He usually is pretty good in China. Raikkonen second and me third. And considering me and Vettel were leading the standings, this is going to make things very interesting indeed when we look at the Drivers' Championship. But let's have a celebration. Yeah, that's it. Squirt some champagne in my face. That's it, Nico. But yeah, great race once again. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Shows your support for this series, and I just hope you guys are really enjoying it. The racing, I love the racing, it's brilliant. And there's the result. And you can see Vettel did get a penalty as well. He lost a position to Ricciardo. That's unbelievable. He would have lost. He would have finished 6th anyway, so no big deal, but a shocking penalty right there. Bottas still finished 4th. And looking further down, Lotus got the first points of the season. Alonso finished 10th in the McLaren. On a track you really need straight line speed, so I've got to say that is a bit of a surprise. And Kvyat, if you didn't notice, got stuck in the pits. I thought that'd been cleared up with a patch, but I guess not. And there's the driver standings. That's brilliant. I'm leading it 2 points ahead of Rosberg. Vettel 7 points behind. Raikkonen 9 points behind. So definite 4-way battle for this championship. I said last race I didn't think Ferrari would be in it, but I think I've been proven wrong. There's the rest of the standings so far. Constructors is going to be close as well. We were even after Malaysia, but we have outscored them. Yeah, 14 points ahead. And look at that, that's weird to see 5th place only has 4 points after 3 races. But what can you do? We're just heavy scorers at the front. So hope you enjoyed that video. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And my next video will be out in about 8-9 days. And I'll catch you then. Goodbye.